my brothers and sisters bring the dead to rest. Dark days are upon us, friend. Arce's foes spread like wildfire. Only his holy relics can save us now. Yes, the legacy of Arce's saints, imbued with his power. Our sacred mission is to find these relics and use them to stem the undead tide. 3 Knights of Arce obey my commands. I sent them out to the locations described in our order scrolls, but none have returned. Would you try to find them and bring back the holy relics? Find my knights and bring back Arce's relics. They're our only hope now against the dead tide. Each knight went to a different site rumored to contain a relic. Mathion went to Flyleaf Catacombs, Edweg to Sanguine Barrows, and Cecibel to Lacrata Ruins.
It's nice out here. No more crawling around crypts, no more undead, no more really heavy armor, no more preaching about Arce. Nope, no more. I'm done.
That Edweg is gone. I am no longer in the service of Arce. Maybe I'll be Edweg the Traveler, or maybe Edweg safe at home. I bet you were sent to find me. Or at least the relic I was supposed to retrieve. St. Marben's fingerbone. Near as I could find out, it's buried up at the top of these barrows. But when I saw the trolls and felt the cold of the barrows on my skin, I said no more. I've resigned. You can get the relic and pass along my resignation to Alvarin.
Scourge thumped those toothless runts. By Moloch's left fang, Those whoreson dogs! Sons of trolls! The first forge burned them! Ogre dung. My husband Esmail and I were kidnapped by Oathbound. I fought my way out, but my husband couldn't get through. Damn Osric! I should kill him for this! He's the prince of my stronghold. I left it recently, married a Red Guard. Osric swore an oath to Malakath over it, and sent those Oathbound after us. If he thinks I've abandoned my husband, he's a fool. You are kind to make such an offer, my friend. I actually hurt my sword arm slaying my captors. I could use an ally. If this lot has harmed Esmail, I'll bring this cave down around their heads. Osric was the son of the chief back at the Stronghold. He figured he'd be chieftain one day and decided all the women of the Stronghold were his brides-to-be. When I left and married Esmail, he was displeased. Osric is everything that's wrong with the old ways. It wasn't that he loved me. He viewed me as property, and I challenged his authority by leaving. He had the Oathbound kidnap my husband and me off the road. Malakath cultists who exact vengeance for vengeance's sake. They must have been pleased. They got to deliver retaliation for the son of a Stronghold chief. Good. I hated everything. Rushing headlong into it is stupid. No! Esmail? Is he... No. Don't tell me he's dead. He can't be. Damn Osric. Damn the Stronghold. I left peacefully. I harmed no one, left with nothing but the clothes on my back. And in return, they slaughter Esmail? Murder him in cold blood? Osric leaves me no choice. My husband is dead. Killed by a hate-filled mongrel, and his honor must be served. Osric wants to live in the old ways. I'll show him how to die in the old ways. I'll swear my own oath to Malakath with a blood sacrifice. Osric's siblings, Thrug and Larsgug, were with the Oathbound that took us. They should work nicely. Help me get their heads and find a ritual site, and I'll handle the rest. Ignorant trash! Next time, stay out of the way!
You were a fool to come back, Loshgig.
The head of Thrug. He brought it on himself. Let's go. Pathetic. Loshgig, all my gloves from your skin! Larsgog's cruelty often outstripped that of her brothers. It was the only way to gain recognition in her family. We've got everything we need. I had no love for Larsgog and Thrug, but I didn't relish their deaths. I thought by leaving the stronghold, I was leaving this bloodshed behind. At any rate, we have everything we need to swear the oath. We need to find a place to swear the oath. Oath-bound cults usually have daises where they worship Malakath. There should be one here. This architecture. It's Daedric. I think it'll work. There are 2 pikes around the ritual area. Place a head on each, facing the dais. Then my work begins. I'm going to ask for Osgric to be brought to us. But this will be my first oath of vengeance. Malakath may slay Osgric outright. He may slay us, or both. I've heard he can be fickle. Orcs certainly are. Be prepared for anything. Malakath, god of curses, I appeal to you in my rage. My better half lies dead. My blood burns. My blade hungers. Grant me vengeance. Grant me justice for the honor of my love lost. Grant me Osgric, and I will grant you his head in your name.
Loshgik, I hear your oath. Osgric the Miner turned my oath bound against you. One of my own. And you seek justice for this? Good. Then your anger is my anger. Osgric the Coward flies from your fury, from your champion. I will not have your rage denied. Prepare yourself, and prepare your champion. Osgric comes to you.
Swearing that oath was never going to bring Esmail back. But I hope he's comforted in knowing I've avenged his honor. He never quite understood the fiercer side of my orc tendencies. What those fiends did to him. I pray he rests in peace. There will be an answer for what's happened today. The firstborn of an orc chief is dead. The stronghold will come for me, but my anger runs deeper than they'll expect. I'll gladly pit my rage against theirs. Thank you for all you've done. Honor is satisfied for all that it will do in the grand scheme. My husband is gone. I need to recuperate from today. Then I will face all comers. My stronghold will not forget me. I'll regret my husband's death to my last breath, but until then, I hope Malakath stands with me.
There you are. I hope you didn't have any trouble finding this place. Ah, I take it Gwendis found you, and I assume that you dealt with Rizal Jul. Then we are ready to begin. Let's find out why they tried so hard to hide this place from my memories. A forgotten tumble of ruins in the desolate Lokrata Hills. I found a trap door that should grant us access to the chambers beneath, but it's locked tight. Look around for a way to open the trap door, and I'll meet you at the West Tower. I advise caution, my friend. As with Rizal Jul and Camp Tamrith, I have a feeling that the enemy remains at least one step ahead of us. Since I assumed that Montclair's memory was never affected, who knows what we may find in the ruins below. Of course, it isn't as though we're trying to save Rivenspire or anything, now is it? Go ahead, ask your questions. Lorea was a sweet young woman, committed to her family and infatuated with me. She didn't ask for what happened to her, but that doesn't excuse her behavior since. Her father gave her command of a portion of his troops. just as he did with Rizal Jul. She's been active in the north and east, creating blood fiends and causing chaos. I assume she has her eye on North Point. It would make a handsome prize. When you restored my missing memories, I recalled that the Iliad manuscript mentioned 2 ancient outposts, the Doomcrag and a place in the hills to the east. My research indicates an Iliad ruin lies beneath this abandoned Breton fortress. I'm not sure, but there must be something here that we need. Why else would the 2 Iliad outposts be linked as they are in the manuscript? First, however, we need a way to open the path down. Without that, this ruin is nothing but a dead end.
Who are you? You don't look like a skeever. By Arkay's beard, it is good to see a friendly face in this evil land. Yes, a tomb held the broken scythe blade that killed Saint Octavian. I hope it helps our cause. I was just about to leave when I saw you enter the ruins. I must return to Alvarin with this relic.
Over here. Did you find anything that might help us? You found a key? Very good. Enter the ruins and I'll follow right behind you. It is. A veil has been cast upon these ruins. It's just as I expected. Loraya knew I'd come here and has placed an obstacle in our way. As I feared, the delay caused by my missing memories allowed Montclair to reach this place before us. This veil, it has Lorea's deft touch about it. Loraya has placed a veil upon these ruins. It's a simple illusion spell that she amplified using the power of the Lightless Remnant. It hides the true topography and makes us see exactly what she wants. She set the trap, and we walked right into it. When we push forward, Lorea's veil is far from perfect, and she made it specifically to hinder me and my vampiric charges. She wasn't expecting you, however. You should be able to guide us through the veil using the tears that litter the illusion. I can handle these pitiful creatures. Coordinate our attacks. Make every blow count. The way ahead appears blocked. I'm sure it's another illusion. The veil hid this gauntlet of traps from us. We need to move through this area with caution. A real chasm? Or another illusion? We probably shouldn't chance it. See if you can locate another tear. This way. With the veil torn, I can see a way up over there. We need to clear this portion of the veil so that we can move forward. See if you can rip open a tear and shred this illusion. Whenever you are, my friend. I just hope that there are a sufficient number of tears for you to rip apart. I'd hate to get trapped within Lorraea's veil with no way out. Hopefully that's the last of the veil. Let's see if we can get through that door now. Well done, my friend. I'll meet you on the other side. I think what we're looking for is just beyond this chamber. The item we seek is through here. Follow me. This must be what we're looking for. Amazing. It's as though it has been waiting for us all of this time. I wonder, is this book real? Or just another of Lorraea's illusions? Remarkable. It appears to be an intact volume of Ayleid lore. If it's real, then this is what we came here to... No. This can't be correct. This is all about the Remnant of Light, before it became corrupted. It mentions that the Remnant requires a vessel to make full use of its limitless potential. a container for its abundant power. That seems likely. Between the relic's magic and the vampiric abilities I inadvertently provided, Montclair has become more powerful than I expected. The book also says that if we break the vessel, we break the relic. I will need to think upon that. Well, my friend, it appears that the book is real and not part of Lorrea's illusion. I believe it will be of great help to us in the trials ahead. That said, I have much research to do. Ancient Aliad isn't my native language, you know. I believe so, yes. I have much more reading to do before we get to that point, though. Know that we wouldn't have this advantage if not for you. I could never have navigated Lorrea's Veil without your help. While I continue my research, you should head to North Point. Gwendis caught wind of Lorrea in that area, and I had her direct Durell and Tamrith to take their troops north. I'm sure they'd appreciate any help you can provide. Baron Dorrell considers North Point to be his seat of power. He has a number of holdings there, including a lucrative maritime endeavor. It makes sense that Montclair would send Lorrea there. If they control North Point, they control the North. Gwendis reported that North Point has been sealed. I fear Montclair already controls the city. Find Baron Dorrell. He commands the troops amassing outside the city. I'm sure he has a plan in motion. Talk to the Baron and see what you can do to help. I expect that Baron Dorrell and his troops will have found a good vantage point outside the city. While you help them liberate North Point, I'll continue to study the Aliad book we discovered. Very well. Ask your questions, and then I expect you to make your way to North Point with all due haste. Finished? I have only just begun, and I certainly won't make any progress while we stand here and continue to discuss matters that have little immediate relevance to the mission at hand. As far as I can tell, no one other than Rizal Jul and Lorrea have seen Montclair since the events at Doomcrag a few weeks ago. He could still be atop that desolate peak. On the other hand, he could be anywhere, so stay on your guard. Certain? No. But her hand was definitely present here at Locrata, and we know she commands Montclair's forces in this area. I expect you will face Lorrea before your work at North Point comes to an end.
I rejoice that you still live. Arke's blessing served you well. Cecibel has returned. What of the others? I feared as much. Alas for Edweg's weakness and the evil deeds of the bandits. Your efforts are greatly appreciated. I have rewards for your bravery and skill in Arke's cause.
Though I am the last of Alvarin's knights, I remain steadfast in his cause.
You there! Please! You must help! Traveler, please. Have you heard tidings of the Edrald family? I've just come from their manor, and they're gone. Just gone! I've just arrived from Wayrest. Preparations are underway for my Arlie and I to be married. When I returned, the estates were deserted. Her family, the servant, gone. I don't know what could have happened to them. No, I don't. Arlie's parents have owned this estate since before I was born. We were to be wed here, but a month from now. I know that Rivenspire has bigger problems right now, but this is my future. Will you help me look for them? Thank you. I'm fairly competent with a dueling blade, but I'm out of my element here. Let's start in the manor house. There has to be some clue there. Not much to say, really. I was in Wayrest, sealing writs and appropriating documents in preparation for the wedding. To come back only to find my beloved missing. It's most disheartening. The Lady Arlie Edrald, of the Westmark Edralds. A storied family of some means. Arlie's granddam was a powerful mage, you see. Her adventures took her all over Tamriel. We were betrothed when we were children, and this has been my home ever since. Quiet as the grave. Wherever they are, they're not here. That trapdoor led down to an undercroft beneath the manor, but Arlie's mother sealed it up long ago. Dolki was causing her worry. The servant? My word! We should search her quarters. Perhaps something there will hint at what happened. There! Stendhal's mercy. Better have left some clue. This might be it. This seems to be Dolki's diary. She was concerned. She writes about Arlie's sad smiles. Missing me, no doubt. She brought Arlie flowers. And then they went to the windmill. Oh dear. Well, it's just that the windmill is our spot. Me and Arlie's. It's where we went to, you know, rendezvous. So why would she take Dolki there? It doesn't make any sense. Not much. Not about that, anyway. Wait. They saw the Baroness hide something away at the windmill. It doesn't say what. Traveler, the Baroness never goes out there. Why would she hide something? Nothing. Nothing. But I'm shaking like a leaf. Here, take it away from me. Let's go. Let's check out the windmill. When we were children, Arlie and I came here to get the world. What I wouldn't give to have her with us now. That's the key to the Undercroft. That must have been what the Baroness hid here. But why? We should investigate. Arlie told her mother. Then it's true. It's all true. The Undercroft. Steel yourself. We don't know what's down there. Arlie's mother did this? She summoned a Daedric prince to... But why? Stendar's mercy! What is that? Are you seeing this? Why would the Baroness do this? No! I mean, yes. Not one of any note. She knew a few spells. I think Arlie's granddam taught her. But a Daedric prince? Nothing good. Come on, we need to keep looking. Nothing. What did you just do? It's getting hot over here. The air is starting to fill with dust. I did it! Ollie!
Thank the Eight. When we found the portal closed, I feared the worst. A little tired, but unhurt. Dulki and I managed to overpower our captors. Mother and Father, they're still trapped. I'm afraid to ask, but would you be willing to look for them? Fedric brought you, didn't he? I knew he'd not forget me, but I worried. Dulki, will you go with our new friend? I need a moment with Fedric. Oh, I knew he wouldn't abandon me. Thank you for coming. If we get through this, we will be in your debt. During the night, there was a crash, and then these terrible creatures crawled up out of the basement. Father, he tried to fight them off, but they overwhelmed him. They caught us and dragged us here, to this awful place. No, but there are ruins everywhere. Maybe near one of those? I'm sorry, but I'm not sure.
Let's get moving.
Please, my friend. If anyone can save Arlie's mother and father, it's you.
I don't know how much help I'll be. Lead the way. Look, it was nothing. We grew up together. With Federic so near, she could never see me for anything other than a playmate. When he left, I thought I had a chance. You've seen her. Oh, she's beautiful and very kind. Years ago, she took in a wolf she found wandering in the mountains. It was badly hurt, anyone could see, but she did everything she could. When it died, I'd have given anything to make it right. I don't know. I asked her once, but it made her sad, so I stopped asking. With Federic gone to Wayrest, we had more time together than ever. I think, in time, I might have stood a chance. Maybe. But her mother would never have it. She did all this. She made a pact with Daedra just to stop me from getting close to Arlie. I know she didn't mean for all this to happen, but... Please, don't tell Arlie this. But her mother's responsible for bringing us here. She really won't be happy to see us.
Hey! Over here! Help! Please! Daedra everywhere. Took my wife, my daughter. I don't know who you are, stranger, but thank you. Be careful. These Daedra, they're animals.
goes on as far as I can see. How can anything live in this place?
Please, I don't want to die. The Daedra. They took my little girl, Arlie. Have you seen my Arlie? Oh, thank Julianos. I should have never gone into the Undercroft. I should have never taken that key. Ask Dulce. None of this would have happened if she... But it doesn't matter now. I just want Arlie to be happy again. Is that so wrong? You're right. I should have listened to Alan. He said we should just wait it out. He was right. One last thing. The Daedric Lord here, Valark, has a relic called a Sigil Stone. It's attuned to our manor in Rivenspire. If it isn't destroyed, she could come through at any time. Please, promise me you'll destroy it. Thank you. Julianos guide you in your quest.
Sigil stone.
Another mortal come to play? Well now, I've broken a sweat.
Funny. She's not as scary now. Arlie!
My friend, you are truly a hero worthy of song. I can't begin to express the depth of my thanks. You've done so much for me already. Might I ask your advice? My future. As we've walked together, I've come to see how small my life really is. If you hadn't come along, my dearest Arlie and her family would be dead. And perhaps myself as well. I feel... perhaps I should strike out on my own. Become like you? You are right. Of course. Had I not left, none of this would ever have happened. There is something to be said for strength of arms, but it is not to be my lot in life.
Such an awful place. I could have lived my entire life without knowing of such things.
And everything goes back to the way it was? I don't know how I feel about that. Federic's back, and Arlie, she really does care for him. Seeing the look on her face as he stepped through that portal. Look, I'm just a servant. If me being around causes problems for her, maybe I shouldn't stay. You're right. How could I ever consider abandoning her? She needs me now, more than ever. Before you go, Arlie wants to speak with you. She's waiting for you just outside.
I know you were only thinking of me, Mother, but I sometimes wonder about your temper. Oh, our savior! Thank you again for everything you've done. Only to say that without you, none of this would have been possible. My father, my mother, Dulki, maybe even Frederick. We would all be dead right now. If you ever have need of a home, please, you will be welcome here.
Arlie, dear, you really must settle something for us.
Tell him
Tell him what?
that I'm the one you love. It's obvious.
What?
It is not. Surely you love me, Arlie. Tell her!
Please don't make me do this.
Arlie, we were only having a bit of fun.
You don't really have to choose between us.
Not right away, at any rate.
Frederick!
Well, she's going to have to choose sometime.
Now that Frederick's returned for good, everything will be right again.
How wonderful it is to have everyone safe at home. We owe you everything, my friend. I do hope you'll visit. We could go to the windmill and you could tell me all your stories.
And so everything returns to the way it should be, yes? Only I think the Baroness would be a little less quick to follow in her mother-in-law's footsteps from now on.
With Frederick back, it's going to be harder to keep Arlie's attention. Doesn't mean I won't try, though. My days of sitting idly by are over.